think your mentality is.
Feel me? What's this here?
Yes.
20K. I
Look,
couldn't even buy it.
look,
So
I
so
understand that it's really just because you're gonna be with Edward and you want to have the most positive or comfortable situation with him going forward, right? And
and I'm not throwing him under the bus because you're making this sound
well, no,
that
I
it's
don't
just on Edward.
look
This is an us thing, right?
if
Like
if it was just Edward, then you would say I'm ready to give it all back,
for sure, for sure. I would have already made the deal for
right?
sure.
So
Exactly. So at least
I understand it's both of you, right? And what I'm saying is I understand like where your motivations are coming from. And while I again disagree with them very much so, I think
sure.
parts of them are somewhat reasonable feelings to have, right? Like I think anybody would understand, where your where that whole concept is coming from because it makes sense, right? Um, so I don't know. Like I said, look, they'll have the conversation. Hopefully it goes well. Um, I personally can't really do anything about it, right? I don't have leverage. I'm not an officer. I don't have control. And I was told not even to come talk to you right now, but I mean, I'm glad that I did. And yeah, we'll
I
see
mean,
where it goes.
Trogdor told Eon straight, right? Where what Ed wanted to do.
Uh, I I don't think so. I mean,
I know so because Eon told me
what
what
did Trog
Trogdor
tell him?
told me. Something about Edward's mad and he wants to keep the guild bank.
Okay, I mean, I think anybody would have surmised that anyway by this point, right? Because
Right.
otherwise we
That
wouldn't be
was
in this
like
situation.
5 days ago. Okay,
Yeah.
so the whole like I don't think Trogdor should have said any of that because that was Edward talking to his friend, right? Think then
Yeah.
sent Eon into a panic, that sent Neo into a panic, that sent the dominoes happened. And that's just made things much more difficult, right?
Yeah, I mean, again, like I don't think everything was handled correctly, right? And
Agreed.
that's why I'm not I didn't really come here to talk about what
Again,
other
not my
people did.
problem at this point. At this point, I have a guild bank and it's not my problem. But why you say it is my problem, I'm telling you morally, it's not my problem. I'm straight with myself at current moment, PT.
Okay. Okay, that's fine, right? That's a position that you can take. Um, Again, I just came here
Thanks for the
mostly,
permission, dude.
yeah, like I mostly came here just to, you know, propose the idea of regardless of what happens tomorrow, if the limit is the 50-50 split, to just go with the 50-50 split. I don't know if you are willing to um, make your own choice in that matter and go against Ziho to some degree or not, but
So I'll tell
I'm
you this: he
hopeful
was
that you
pissed at me
will.
for giving you 2 flasks.
Well, I mean that. Can I ask you a question? Just a realistic
Yeah,
question.
yeah, sure.
Do you think that he's being reasonable?
Yes.
Why?
See that? How do
I,
I answer that?
well, I mean just simply what about his stance is reasonable?
I can't give you his stance.
You just told me his stance is that he wants to keep it. Okay,
No, 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 no.
is
That's
it
what. No, no,
here?
no, 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 no. That's what Trogdor. That's the information he told Trogdor because he was pissed,
Okay, then let me rephrase
and
the
then
question.
Trogdor went and told that to Eon.
Do you think it's
He was
reasonable?
mad right after. No, that's not reasonable. Sure,
Right.
but that was right after we quit, and that was to a friend who's scummy as well. Okay, Trogdor plays me and okay. Let me give you a little history about Mr. Trogdor. Okay,
Okay,
me and Trogdor played Eve Online in Goon Swarm. Do you know what Goon Swarm is?
I do.
Yes. Do you know the history of that
I
guild?
do.
There you go. Me and him played in Goon Swarm, point blank, and Trogdor was one of the biggest. He stole a station, PT.
Okay, but
You know what a
isn't
station is in Eve
isn't
Online?
that like part of the game? Isn't that like an isn't that
Yes,
like
it's
how
a
it's
base. It's
designed
like
to do that?
Ogomar. He stole an Ogomar.
I mean, I like that. I don't know. That's kind of awesome, actually.
So so not to say that he's being very genuine and
Sure,
straightforward, Trogdor.
sure.
Trogdor
So,
wants the best out of
but
this
but
situation
did
for sure.
yeah, right. So,
Because Trogdor's on your side, right? Like
well, I mean,
for sure. I'm
drug,
sitting somewhere in the middle.
right?
That's as far as I can tell you. And I think
Okay,
Edward's leaning closer to somewhere in the middle. But all of the shit that's happened in the last 5 days, I I I would assume he's taking the Neo shit personal, right?
I mean, I really don't know what happened with Neod. What I know is that Neod went and talked to him, and then told told Eon that Ziho was like mad about something, essentially, and
Let's just say
that
me and
Ziho still
you
hates me.
let's just say me and you PT have a private conversation right now.
Okay,
And
sure.
then I say, "Hey PT,
Yeah,
between me and you,
yeah.
let's keep this conversation between me and you."
Okay,
And then you agree to that as a man with me, right? We agree together to keep this conversation between us.
sure.
And then you find out that conversation is no longer between us.
Okay. But well, I mean, okay, yeah, that would be annoying. Sure. Okay. I mean,
So there are little things. I don't. There's more. I don't know, but there are just things that just need to get aired out. Like I
sure.
think I think
So so we
the
can
best moving forward is to just put more time between it. Let Edward deal with the Eon. Again, I don't want to touch it unless I'm trying to do something good, which is why it's still in the guild, right? If I had those intentions, it wouldn't be in there. I'd have already been in the guild bank. It wouldn't be offline. I feel like I'm being beyond respectful by not logging into it. I'm trying to show my actions are louder than anything else, right? Sure, the
sure.
actions of just giving you 50 of it right now would be better, but I'm trying to work within my means. But
Sure.
that's not to say that I'm not willing to yank the whole thing too, because I don't give a fuck,
Okay.
right? So I'm not putting this just on Edward.
Okay.
But I'd like to have a peaceful resolution. Because I
Yeah.
mean, like I said, me and you, I got no issues with you. Like
I mean, I have no issues with you aside from
I
what's
thought you
happening.
would have been the reason I would have left the guild
Yeah.
at the end of the day. Personally,
Yeah.
from looking back all the way back in the day, I thought it would have been. I thought you were going to be the final straw,
Yeah. I mean,
and you've been the best behaved one out of all of them,
thank you.
PT.
But yeah, like I said,
So
I have no issue with you outside of what's happening right now, right? So like I'll tell you honestly, like I am surprised on like a personal level between you and me. While I do, like I said, I do understand why you feel
I get it,
like you
dude.
need
This
to act
isn't
that
real
way,
life.
but
If we
yeah,
were real life sitting across the table, this would be completely different.
yeah, I'm sure.
But for me, it's a game. For me, my real life relationships at the end of the day are more important. My wife,
Hmm.
one of my good friends, and again, at the end of the day, it's a game.
Yeah, sure.
I would like to say this,
Hmm.
and I've literally said this to Eon multiple times. My job as guild bank is to ensure the success of my Nax guild. Said that day one. Not to say that I'm scamming you and taking all your shit, but that's definitely was my incentive as guild bank. Even getting demoted, it was to ensure the success of our guild.
Right,
Now, interesting hiccup just happened. I'm no longer in that guild.
right.
So for me, the most morally acceptable thing I could do would be to continue to ensure the success for my guild and
Well,
make sure I don't fuck you guys. For me,
yeah,
for
yes,
me,
yeah,
for me, for
right.
me,
The
not
the
for anyone else,
the more
just for me.
well, yeah, the morally correct thing would be to return it all.
No, not for me.
Well,
I disagree.
yes, yeah.
Well, for you, maybe. For
No,
me,
no, no, no,
morally,
no.
for me, that's where I'm at. To ensure the success of my Nax guild and to make sure you guys are going to be okay there too. because I'm no longer in your guild, right? So my next guild is somewhere else. For me, I'm not speaking for you. I'm speaking for me.
Right.
Morally, for my morals, for me to sleep good at night, I want to ensure the success of my guild and make sure I don't fuck you guys in yours
Okay.
moving forward, right? For me,
Hmm.
which is why I'm okay with the 50-50, right?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, like I said, I can see from your perspective. Uh, I can understand from your perspective, I guess is a better way to put it. Um, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say, at least on the topic, right? Besides, I hope that it goes the way of the 50-50 split, since that's the hard line given. And I mean, I hope that their conversation goes well enough, um, that you feel comfortable doing that. And
That he feels comfortable doing that. Yeah, agreed.
sure. Um, and that's really all I can ask from you.
Like I
You know.
said, BT, out of all the people that I thought was gonna be a shitter and like, yeah, like I respect, dude, and hopefully I can not let you down. But if I do, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not trying to. Okay, I promise. I'm
yeah.
not trying to.
Well, we'll see what goes. I hope you guys have a good night, and
And I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not gonna let Ed do like tomorrow and then not tomorrow, right? Like and then
yeah. I
tomorrow and then
mean,
not tomorrow. I
yeah.
have no interest in that.
Yeah, neither do I. Like, I think tomorrow should be a pretty hard deadline on the
I agree.
situation, and it's
Let it
just,
be done and move on from there.
yeah, it's just getting to be a bit ridiculous, at this point, in terms of time, like length, um, you know. But anyway, yeah, I hope you guys have a good night, and we'll see what happens.
Later, dude.
Yep.